Justin Bieber too, a name that resonates around the world. His talent, his fame, and his personal life have been topics of public fascination for years. But what if the pressures of fame weren't the only thing weighing on him? What if there was something more sinister at play, something unseen, lurking in the shadows? Tonight, on Lost Legends of Darkness, we delve into the unsettling tale that has left even the most skeptical whispering about the paranormal forces haunting one of the world's biggest pop stars. It all started innocently enough. Justin and Hailey Bieber decided to take a break from the chaos of their public lives and rented a secluded property in the Hollywood Hills. The house was luxurious, perched on a hilltop with panoramic views of Los Angeles. But what they didn't know was that this house came with a dark history tied to the land it was built on. Decades ago, the site was home to an exclusive boarding school, a place where the wealthy sent their children. But the school was abruptly closed after a series of mysterious deaths. Students reportedly disappeared without a trace, and the few who survived spoke of terrifying visions and dark rituals. Locals say the land is cursed and that those who stay there too long become part of its story. At first, Justin dismissed the rumors. He wasn't one to believe in ghosts or curses. But almost immediately after moving in, strange things began happening. It started subtly. The first night, Justin woke up to the sound of footsteps. He assumed it was Hailey, but when he turned to check, she was fast asleep. He brushed it off as his imagination. But the next day, Hailey mentioned hearing something strange too, a faint whispering that seemed to come from the wall. The couple laughed it off at first. After all, old houses make noises. But as the days passed, the incidents grew more frequent and more unsettling. Justin began noticing cold spots in the house, areas where the temperature would suddenly drop even in the middle of a warm day. He'd walk into a room and feel a chill crawl up his spine as though someone unseen was watching him. Lights flickered for no reason, and electronics malfunctioned. On one occasion, while scrolling through his phone, Justin saw his reflection in the screen, but there was something else behind him. A shadowy figure just for a split second before vanishing. Then came the dreams. Justin started waking up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat after vivid nightmare. In one recurring dream, he was standing in a vast, empty field. The ground was cracked and dry, and a single dead tree stood in the center. Around him, shadowy figures formed a circle, their faces obscured. They chanted in a language he couldn't understand, their voices growing louder and louder until he woke up gasping for air. What made it worse was that the dreams began to bleed into his waking life. He'd see those shadowy figures in the corners of rooms just for an instant before they disappeared. Once, while recording a song in his home studio, he heard an extra voice on the playback, a low, humming sound that didn't belong. No one else was in the room. Hailey urged him to leave the house, but Justin insisted on staying. He told her he needed to face whatever was happening head-on, though deep down he wasn't sure if he believed it was something he could fight. One night, Justin decided to confront the strange occurrences. Armed with a flashlight and his phone, he explored the house, determined to find a logical explanation. He checked every room, every corner, but found nothing. As he was about to give up, he noticed something odd in the basement, a door he hadn't seen before. The door was small, almost hidden behind a stack of old boxes. It looked ancient, with a rusted handle and scratches carved into the wood. Justin hesitated, his heart racing, but curiosity got the better of him. He opened the door and was hit by a wave of cold air. Inside was a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. With his flashlight trembling in his hand, Justin descended the stairs. The air grew colder with each step, and the smell of damp earth filled his nose. At the bottom, he found himself in a small, dirt-floored room. In the center was a circle of stones, and in the middle of the circle was a strange object, a small wooden figure carved to look like a person. As Justin approached the figure, the flashlight flickered and went out. He was plunged into darkness. And then he heard it, a low, guttural voice whispering his name. Justin, he ran. Sprinting up the stairs, he slammed the door shut behind him and didn't stop until he was outside. That night, he and Hailey packed their things and left the house for good. But the story doesn't end there. Even after leaving, Justin couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed him. On tour, crew members reported strange occurrences, equipment malfunctioning, doors opening and closing on their own, and that same faint whispering sound. During one concert, a fan captured a photo of Justin on stage. In the background, just behind him, was a shadowy figure that no one could explain. In interviews, Justin has avoided talking about what happened, but fans have noticed subtle hints in his music lyrics about being watched, feeling trapped, and battling unseen forces. Some believe he's trying to tell the world what he can't say outright. What's even more chilling is that the Hollywood Hills house has a reputation for strange occurrences. Several other celebrities who've stayed there have reported similar experiences, though most refuse to speak about it publicly. Could it be that the land itself is cursed, or is something more personal haunting Justin? The truth may never be known, but one thing is certain: Justin Bieber's story serves as a reminder that some mysteries are better left unexplored. Fame and fortune may shield you from many things, but when it comes to the supernatural, no one is truly safe. If you found this story as chilling as we did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Lost Legends of Darkness. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our next dive into the unknown. Until next time, stay safe and beware of the shadows.